Okay, my clock says 5 o'clock on the dot, and Beachbody, we are on time, people. Well, you guys are at least. And so thanks for showing up to tonight's call. We will let the stragglers get on. Normally, we use a larger account where we can allow up to 200 people. But Jeff Hill is actually meeting with all the 15-star diamonds right now, and he stole the account. And for some reason, he's more important than me, so he gets that account. And so that's actually where I just came from. And I am like super pumped up, super inspired to coming off that call, because I got to see all the top 10 coaches. I got to see all the 15-star diamonds, and like they were just going crazy. They were just idea after idea after idea of just awesome thoughts, awesome ideas. And I felt I was a fly on the wall. I mean, who cares what I have to say? But I was a fly on the wall, and it was so fun and so rewarding to jump on that call with them. Let me tell you guys, we work for one amazing company. And if you don't think that these coaches and this company doesn't care, if you think we don't care about you, you are completely wrong. There is so much thought, so much planning, so many meetings are dedicated to how we can best serve you guys as a company and you guys as coaches. And Jeff, he's such an amazing guy. I actually know him from a previous company we worked together. He had no idea who I was, but I knew who he was. But he is so inspiring. He said, look, I'm the first guy. You can blame me. He goes, I make mistakes all the time, but just know that we care so much about you, and we want the best for you. We want the best for your coaches. Do not ever for a second think that we are just solely based on margins and growing. He says, we care so much about who you guys are as coaches, and we're incredibly invested in your success, and we want to make sure that you guys have the tools you need to become successful. And I thought, this is the perfect message I need to hear coming onto this elite call. So I'll give 1, 2, 3, who knows how many points I'll give, 2 to 3 points as people are jumping on. The things I learned, my takeaways from the 15-star diamond call that somehow I found the link to. And one of the best things so it was very self-reflective. And Jeff, one of the best things he said was, look, you guys, everybody on this call right now, on this elite call, everybody is a leader. I am convinced of that, hands down. And so the question to you that he asked these 15-star diamonds is, look, why would anybody choose to follow you? You know, so many times we talk about putting our brand out there, and we about putting our vibe out there and attracting the right people. But do you ever stop to ask that question? Why would anybody follow me? What do I have to offer? And if you don't know that answer, it's time to come up with an answer, because you do have something to offer these people. You do have something to offer somebody, these coaches, these brand new customers who, you know, last night I don't. There may be people here on this call who were on this call last night. I know Samantha Holly was one of them, and Abby Wallace. I did 2 team calls last night. One at 5 p.m. my time and one at 7 p.m. my time. And guys, these calls were so fuel driving. I just felt so awesome after these calls, because we had so many self-reflective moments. And like we talked about how, look, there are people out there right now who, you know, the coaches are saying to themselves, look, I've been with Beachbody for a while. My area is saturated. I don't know. Everybody knows who Beachbody is. Everybody knows 21 Day Fix. Everybody's, you know, trying to get coaches or whatever. Bullcrap. This is what we have to say to that. Like Carl Deichler says, look at the CDC, and you tell me, you look at the obesity charts in America, and you tell me which way they're headed, up or down. He says there's over 200 plus million people out there who are obese, who want to live healthier lives, who are on a couch right now, sitting, wishing that they were somebody better, that they had goals that they could hit, that somebody could help them achieve their goals. They just don't know what to do. And that's where you guys come in. You guys are coaches. You guys come in and you say, look, I get where you're coming from. I've been through a transformation myself. I know what it's like to have these feelings of self-doubt and wanting to become somebody better. I happen to work for an awesome company. I'm a coach. I have products that can help. And I want to help you because you have goals and I'm going to make sure you hit those goals. I'm a coach. And the purest definition of a coach, guys, is that helping somebody achieve results they couldn't have done by themselves. That's who you are. You guys are a circle. And you need to understand that you do have the power to help people. Do not for 1 second ever come on and approach a coach and say, look, would you mind purchasing a challenge pack? I really want to go to this Billy Idol concert at Summit. Oh, what a load of crap. I mean, we are not in this. Don't ever approach this with a business. Approach this with the mindset of, look, we need to change lives. And that's who we are. That's who we are as Beachbody people. So the question is that Jeff asked, why would anybody choose to follow you? And you need to have an answer to that. You need to know, you need to have the answer as to why somebody would follow you. Okay, the next thing he said is this, and I love this because right during this time, and he's the first to admit, he says, look, I get it, we're going through soft times, but soft times for Beachbody looks like this. And he says, we're okay to share these stats. So my guilt washed away. One of these things right here. He said, normally Beachbody in the past, however many years, is 50+% growth year over year. That is freaking insane. That does not exist in the business world. And he said, okay, so let's take a peek at what softer times look like for Beachbody. He said, I promise you, we are still growing year over year. Like where we were last month this time, we are still doing better than last month, a year ago this time. He says softer means like we're like at 35% growth instead of 50 whatever percent. Companies would do backflips all day long if they had the growth that we're continuing to have right now. And you know, these coaches that are like, the sky is falling or whatever it may be, we need to, this is where leadership comes into play. And you guys, this is one of my favorite things he said. He said, leaders are the keepers of the belief system. Your coaches are coming to you for help. And they're saying, I don't have the faith. I don't have the belief. I'm a little scared. I'm coming to you because I need some guidance. Ta-da, here you go. You're now the keeper of the belief system. And even though, and Jeff said this, even though we may not have the answer at this moment, it's okay to say things are going to get better. It's okay to say that because they will. Maybe at this moment, we may not understand what that is. That's all right. Nobody's panicking up here. I say up here. Up here in Utah. I don't mean up here in ladder-wise. We're nowhere above anywhere where you guys are at. Up here in Utah, we're not freaking out. This gives us a chance to show who we are. This gives us a chance for you guys to prove yourself as leaders. And so, yeah, you're the keeper of the belief system. When they think the sky falling, you come out and say, all is well. We're all right, guys. And we're going to make it through this hard time together. And it's not denying that we're having hard times. I mean, that's lying. We don't lie. It's just saying, look, we're all right. We're going to be okay. We're going to get through this together as a team. We're going to come off of this stronger because right now we're pushing uphill. And when you push a rock uphill, you grow muscles. And when you reach the top, you're so much better off than you were down there. You look back down where you started, and you're like, man, I'm so glad I went through these trials because I'm a better person because of this. Okay, let me see what else he had to say. One of the things he said was, we need to create results that inspire trust. That was pretty impressive. We need to create results that inspire trust. And this kind of goes back to the why would anybody want to follow you? Confidence, guys, is something I feel like there's confidence and then there's brashness, and I think there's a fine line in between the two. But when people want to join your team, you got to be confident and saying, yeah, I can help you. and we're going to do this together. We're going to be an awesome team together. But you also need to have results that inspire trust. You need to have results that say, yeah, I have an awesome track record, and you can trust that I'll be there for you. So as leaders, that's one more thing we need to do. Have results so that when people come to us, they trust us. Okay. 2 more things. And I feel really bad. So at the very beginning of this call, I talked about how Jeff stole the paid account. We only got 40 minutes on this call. Okay. 2 more things. And I think you guys have heard this in the past, but I'll say it again. And this is what somebody coughed up and they said, hey, I have a question for you, Jeff, about what people are doing right now as far as during these so-called rough times. He said, what people are doing is they're jumping on top of their pile and they're not moving. They're saying, I want to hold on to what I have right now, and I'm good. And so this brought the conversation of this. Guys, absolutely no game is won by defense only. If all you're doing is playing defense, you will lose a game. Now, we always hear defense wins games, defense wins games. Okay, but there's got to be offense involved. There has to be something of, okay, I'm gonna move the pendulum forward. I'm gonna move the needle forward, because during these tough times, that's what you do. That's when you got to score in the other end zone. If you're just playing defense the whole time, you jump on your pile and you say, everybody, let's save what we got. We push through these hard times. So no game is won by playing defense only. Okay, and the last thought, these are all Jeff's. These are not mine. So I can't take any credit for them. It says, the commitment is greater than the small challenges. And so this is going back to a conversation he had of, where is your commitment with this company? He was very transparent and with this. And Dana, I can't mute you for some reason. Can you mute yourself? Thank you. Okay. So he was very transparent. He said, let me talk to you about my marriage. He says, he goes, I think I'm the oldest guy on this call, and I think I've been married the longest. And he says, you've been married for 37 years. He says, don't think for a second this has been 37 years of pure bliss. He says, we've had our ups and downs. And we've had moments where we've questioned a lot of things. And obviously he tossed the blame at himself, just like a good guy does. He says, she's had to put up with a lot more than I've had to put up with. But he said this, the commitment to our marriage, there's something higher out there. The commitment to the marriage is stronger than the small challenges that we go through. And that's the same thing with the business, guys. Your commitment to this business, your why, has to be so strong that when these small challenges come your way, they just roll off your back. They're going to come. They're going to happen like any relationship out there. But you have to let them roll off your back, because the commitment, the bigger reason out there, is stronger than the small challenges that occur. Okay. Talk about an awesome call, guys. That was a lot of fun to be on. Okay. So what does this have to do with Elite? And I'm thrilled to see so many familiar faces on there. I've been with Beachbody 3.5 months now, and I thrive. I get so excited when I do these type of calls, because I love to see faces. I love to get to know you guys, and I love that I can recognize you. Now, if you see me at Summit and I forget your name, it's because I'm really bad with names. I love looking at the screen and like, oh yes, of course, so-and-so, I can read your name. But at Summit, just say, hi, Kevin, I'm so-and-so. I'm just going to forget it. It's all right. But come say hi. We're going to have a lot of fun. We'll all sweat together and we'll all pass out together. Okay. So Elite is what we're talking about today. And so there's a few announcements I need to go over. Okay. So as you may know, since you're on this call, we have dissolved the 1 to 2 star elite group and the 3 to whatever star elite group. And we are now one Northeast elite region group. Now there's 2 calls because everybody can't get on the call at the same time. There's the one yesterday that occurred with Lacey, and she did a phenomenal job. And then so it's the week after the Elite Report comes out. The Elite Report comes out the second Friday, so that next week, Wednesday at noon Eastern, there's a call, and then there's one Thursday at 7. And that's the one I get to join in here. So, and that also means there's only one Google Doc for your goals. So in the past, we've had 2 separate Google Docs, and everybody's putting, who knows what Google Doc I need to put my goal down on, and some people have done it wrong, and we've kicked people off. Now there's only one. So if you go to the Elite Facebook page, you'll see the Google Doc there. Please go on and post your post your goals. And it's not so much just, there's so many reasons behind posting your goals, but please do it. We are in July. Are you where you want to be with Elite? Are you? And if not, it's time to set goals. If you are, it's time to set goals. You're not just going to hit Elite willy-nilly just by doing the exact same stuff that you're doing and not pushing. You have to push. You have to set goals. And so go to that Google Doc, post your goals. Lacey and I will print them out. We'll put them on the wall behind us. We'll stare at them all day. And we want to make sure that you guys hit your goals. And reach out to us. Reach out to Lacey and I. Jeff Mathewson just had a baby. Jeff who? So we're taking over his stuff. And so Lacey and I are going to take over. And so reach out to us and say, hey, Kevin, Lacey, here's my goal. Help me hit it. And that's our job, is to make sure you guys hit your goals. So don't pass up that opportunity. It's fascinating to me. When we first did this Elite call, we had so many people post their goals. This last time, nada. Why is that? I'm just getting so much in trouble. Okay. I was 3 days ago, I was working out in doing hammer and chisel here at the office. We have a gym here, hammer and chisel, and it was Chisel's turn. So it's Autumn. And she said something. I was in the cool down, and I was praising the day that I finally made it to cool down. And I was sweating, I was breathing hard, and I was doing some of the, whatever exercise you're supposed to do with it. And she said something during that cool down that made me stop and be like, Autumn, that was impressive. That was a really profound statement. And it had something to do with this. Motivation gets you started. Dedication gets you across that finish line. Right there, mind blown. Motivation gets us started. Dedication gets us across the finish line. And sometimes I think we may get those things confused or mixed up, or we kind of think that they're the same. Well, I'm dedicated. Yeah, I'm dedicated to this, and I'm motivated. Well, they're actually not the same thing. If you were to talk motivation, I think motivation, like she said, gets you started. That everybody, when they start when they start working out again, they buy the cute sports bra, they buy the pink one, they buy the cute shoes, they buy those funny bandana things, they get their hair all pony, and they smell good, they shower, they put makeup on to go work out, and then they go, and things are great for I don't know, what's the average time? Couple days, couple weeks maybe, and then they lose the motivation. It's because they weren't dedicated. Dedication gets them across that finish line. Dedication, their why, gets them to still do this day in, day out. And that's why you guys are here today. That's why you guys still press play every single day. That's why you guys still do personal development every single day. That's why you guys drink Shakeology every day. Because you're dedicated. And there's times where we need motivation. We need that motivation to keep us get us back on the straight and narrow. And that's okay. Motivation throughout the dedication parts is fine, but you have to stay dedicated. You have to stick to your why. You have to be disciplined to do this stuff. And so I thought that was a really fascinating thing that Autumn said. And hopefully, so for when it comes to Elite, what does dedication look like to you? So these are all very self-reflective questions, since there's a lot of us on here. You go through everything. But what does dedication look like to you when it comes to Elite? And does the winds of network marketing affect that dedication? The ups and downs that just always exist. Does that affect your dedication or not? And if it does, I promise you that's not dedication. Oh man, I'm all over the place tonight. Get fired up on Jeff's calls. Okay, next announcement. We're definitely not going to be finishing on time. I'll be the guest speaker today since we didn't have one. Okay, Team Cup. I hope this gets you excited because it should for multiple reasons. First, let me go through the announcements. Team Cup registration starts on Monday, this coming Monday, July 18th. Website goes live. Time to register your team because Team Cup is August 1st through August 31st. I guess by raise of hand, if I can see anybody not participated in a Team Cup before? Everybody's participated in a Team Cup before? Hot dog. That is great. Okay, I haven't. So I don't know if I'm the best one to talk about this. Let's see here. Team Cup, August 1st through 31st. Okay, so let's talk about why you should be doing Team Cup and how you can help your team do Team Cup. So with Team Cup, I'll give you my 2 reasons why I think Team Cup is important. Number 1, it builds team unity. There are so many new people on your team. I mean, you guys sign up double-digit people. Your team sign up double-digit people every single month. And so there's a lot of new people out there who have no idea what Team Cup is. For crying out loud, they probably don't even know what Beachbody is for all that matter. They just know they're pushing play and they're getting excited to drink Shakeology. And they need to feel part of the team. And I've talked to a lot of coaches, and a lot of coaches say that they're struggling with their team unity, that not everybody's on board. Some people are kind of floundering because they're not getting SC anymore. Team Cup is an answer. It is an answer because you get to build team unity. You get to rally the crowd and say, hey, we're going to build teams of 5, and we're going to, I've heard somebody say we're going to have a Team Cup within a Team Cup. Like our team, we're doing a Team Cup of who can do the most points or whatever. And, I get nervous saying points because it's not points, it's about people. And I need to make sure we drive that home. But Team Cup builds unity. And the second thing Team Cup does is build accountability partners. I don't know if everybody has accountability partners on your team. And they are incredibly important. For those of you who have them or have had them, accountability partners keep you on the dedicated path that we just talked about. And so showing up every day, showing up for Team Cup provides unity and it provides accountability. Now, Amy Silverman on the Champions page talked a little bit about this. She said, don't play mama bear and don't assign teams on your downline. Do not do that. Let them take charge. This is another great thing from Team Cup. It lets them become leaders. And even if they're not the captain on their team, they can still be a leader. But don't go and say, okay, you're with this person here, and the 5 of you, I'm sure you'll get along. Like, no. You go to your team and say, hey, Team Cup time, find a team. Let's do this. And I want you guys to go out and find a team. And let's all hit Tier 1. Let's all get the Tier 1 prize, and let's celebrate. Those darn Canadians are going to win it again. I don't know how they do it, but that doesn't matter. We're gonna build team unity. We're gonna grow this together. Okay. Any questions about Team Cup? I don't know the answer, but any questions about Team Cup or thoughts on Team Cup? Okay.
Actually, I just have a quick question.
Yes.
What do you do when you have people on your team can be like, oh, well, those people got on a team and they didn't want me on there. Like, how do you avoid inner team like squabbles over who goes on whose team and who gets to be with the top better coaches? Like, do you have any suggestions for that?
That's a great question. I'm going to open it up to the field. Because I think many people have gone through this. Jennifer, you're raising your hand.
I'm a tough mama coach, and I'd say put your big girl panties on and stop whining and just get on a team and prove yourself.
Right.
Like, if you are going to rely on a coach that performs better than you to do better in Team Cup, then you're the problem. So you need to be the one to step up, or not you, but the people who are complaining about that just need to try harder and not rely on someone else to piggyback off of. That, like, you just saying that made me be like, what?
So do you do your teams then based on like your top performers will be on one team and then like kind of going from there?
We just decided based on who we wanted to work with, you know, and that just, I mean, you know, it's not like everybody gets a trophy, you know, like you got to work for it. So, I mean, I don't know if that makes me mean or not, but.
Hey, spoken like a true Northeast coach. Put your freaking panties on. Okay, I love that answer. Anybody have a softer answer?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, that's good. Any other thought? Samantha?
I have a softer one because I'm not so much a tough love coach, but with Team Cup, I'm very strategic, and I tell my coaches that. So I pick a brand new coach that I think is going to come out of the gate running. I pick one coach that has been a coach for a little bit, but they need more motivation. They need to be encouraged. I pick another coach who's a consistent Success Club earner. And then of those three, if any of them knows one of their coaches that could need a boost or something, I have them invite them. If they know nobody, then I'll pick it. And then from there, I'll tell my team that, like, I was very strategic in picking. And if it's a leader that's like, I want to be on a team with you, I'll say, listen, you hit Success Club consistently. You should be a captain of the team. Or I do pair up sometimes. I don't know if I will this year after hearing that. But I'll say, you know, you would be really good with this coach. And then I kind of play matchmaker a little bit from there.
Cool.
Oh, thanks, Sam, for bringing it back.
Yeah.
Now, both answers are very valid and fine. And you guys know your coach is best. And we're going to be done in just a few minutes, apparently. And so you guys know your coach is best, and you know where works best. And so those are two great answers. Great question. Any other questions about Team Cup, guys? No. Okay, great. Next announcement. Hopefully you guys heard about this. If not, this is a fun new announcement. Qualification for Leadership Retreat has been extended. Woo-hoo! We're so excited for that. So normally you have to be 5-star just within one qualification week in July. Well, guess what? You get an extra month. You now have until the end of August 31st to qualify. So the question is, when do I have to start my qualification period? The 6 weeks. When does that have to start? July 28th. So that, because Wednesday, August 31st, that closes that week. You wake up September 1st, a full-blown 5-star, you qualify. And we work our butt off for July. Yes, we do. This should be very encouraging for those who are close, for those who have dropped, for those who want to hit it. We give you an extra month. That's awesome. And the second thing to go along with that now is 2007, NLC. We're extending NLC. Everything's leadership. Why is everything leadership around here? Okay. NLC is being extended 2 months. So you have from January through December to qualify for leadership. Now, most of you here have gone to that. Some of you have, some of you haven't. For those who have, it's phenomenal. You have to be first-time 2-star during that qualification period. And there's other things associated with it. The FAQs are up. If you research them, the FAQs do exist. And maybe I can give them to you. You guys give me half a second here. Maybe I could find them for you. Where is it? Leadership. Well, oh, they are. Okay. The FAQ is 1102 and 8636 are the two FAQ numbers. So you guys can research those. Hopefully it'll answer any questions. Somebody asked a question, when's the last day to qualify for bonuses for Q3? I don't know right now. Sorry. I know. Put me on the spot, Sam. God, I don't know. I'll find that out for you, though, and I'll get back to you on that one. I'm just so fired up about Elite that I don't know that answer. Okay. We are running out of time, so I will end with this. And maybe I'll end with this. I got 6 minutes. Let's see what happens with this. So 2 nights ago, the Utah sales team was privileged to listen to Kim Carver give his 4 vital behaviors training. Anybody gone through it before? Yeah, phenomenal. If you ever have the chance to listen to Kim Carver give this, it is so worth it. He does such a great job at talking about the 4 vital behaviors and how they can impact your business. And the very last story, I won't give it away because it has it. For crying out loud, he cried during this last thing. He's given this training how many times? And he was shedding tears. It's very emotional, very emotion driven. I won't give it away what happens, but I'll give you the quote he says. And this has to do with Elite, because you need to, guys, where you are at with the Elite right now, you need, like I said, we are in July. It is July 14th. And if you are not where you want to be with July, something needs to change. Something needs to happen where you make this an alteration so that you can progress forward and move up that chain. I talked to some of you. Some of you have enormous goals with Elite. You don't just want to hit Elite. You want to be at the top, whatever. And that stuff, it will happen, but it will happen with this. And this is the quote Kim gave. Hard work is the great equalizer. Hard work is the great equalizer. So let me just quickly explain what he means by that. He says, life's not fair. It's not. And there are things that people get without having to work hard, and they get it and you don't. So there's 2 roads you can take about it. You can cry and whine about it, or as in a very appropriate way to say it tonight, put your big girl pennies on and let's do this. And work our butt off. And working hard will equalize the unfairness of whatever is going on. Hard work is the great equalizer. And man, I wish I could tell you his story. But guys, his story is so, like, he put in so much freaking hard work that it was unreal. He had to put in 3 to 4 times the work to get where people were at the same level, just to get recognized, just to be a part of whatever he wanted to be a part of. But he did it, and hard work is the great equalizer. So with your Elite, like I said, you may be where you want to be, you may not be where you want to be. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? Work hard. And this is the last point I'll make. I say work hard. I'm not saying get a lot of points. I'm saying go change lives. Get out there, help somebody, help your team see the vision that we are about ending the trend of obesity, that there are people out there who need our help, that there are people who are just dying to find ways to improve their health, and we have an answer. They need to see that. They need to know that there are success stories out there that fuel the drive. And you guys maybe need to share these success stories more often because of what it can do for you and for your team. But it's not about points. It's about people. Even though Elite, there's points associated with that, all Elite shows, guys, is how many people we've helped. Do it for the right reasons. Do not dare try to become Elite so that you can get on stage and be in the limelight and say, screw you people. Get up there and shed tears and say, I can't believe how many lives my team has changed. We are an Elite team. So call to action. Get off this call for the next 5 minutes. Write down what you're going to do. Don't you dare move from where you are without writing down what you're going to do to improve your elite status. Well, I don't know what's coming to your mind. I'm just blabbering up here. I haven't said really anything of that importance, but hopefully something's come to your mind where you're like, okay, I'm going to do this. Write it down, put a date next to it, go to the Google Doc, put the goals in, and let's do this. This is not how I intended the call to go. I apologize if you guys were expecting something different, but hopefully you got a little bit of inspiration. Thank you so much for jumping on the call. I love the Northeast region. I love you guys. You guys are amazing. You guys are the ones in the trenches working hard. I really have the utmost respect for you guys. So thank you. Have a great night, and we will see you next month. See ya.